Hello students, how are you all? Welcome to Affairscloud, Learn to Lead. My name is Vikas Rana. So students, we have an app by the name Careers Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. This application is a one-stop solution for all the students who are preparing for government exams. This application is valid just for the Android users. Once you have downloaded the application, you can go and log in through your Gmail ID, and once you have logged in, you will be moved on to this page where you can see the various courses that are offered by us. To avail this course, you can use a code that is crack10 to get an additional 10% discount on the purchase you make. If we talk about the course, why this course is so important, how you will be benefiting through this course. If you see, we provide current affairs on the daily basis, on weekly basis, as well as monthly basis. On daily basis, we will be providing you with PDFs of the content of that particular day. Apart from this, you will be getting a quiz on your application that will be of 20 questions quiz on daily basis that will help you in boosting your preparation. Apart from that, on weekly, you will be getting a 50 questions quiz for your preparation, as well as if you see, you will also get a PDF that will contain all the important compiled news, current affairs of that particular week. And similarly, for monthly, you will be getting a top 100 questions PDF of that whole month. That is very important PDF and will be covering the most important news of that particular month. Alright, apart from this, we also cover banking awareness. All the banking aspirants, those who are preparing for bank exams, will absolutely love our course because we cover almost 99.99% of the syllabus of your bank exams. Here you will see we will also provide with quizzes as well as the PDFs. Apart from this, if you see the topic wise, for example, there are multiple questions that are related to obituary, important days, who won which event, who was awarded with which award. So all these topics that are related to your GS also or GK, such as apps and web portals, these are the current affairs that are important days, your books and authors, the new applications that were launched, new government schemes that were launched by the government, or your international affairs or your national affairs. All these topics, there are 20 such topics of which we are providing the PDF, as well as we teach on YouTube, where you can go and check our channel and you will be surprised that the content that we are providing is absolutely amazing. Alright, so this will be helping you to boost your preparation in the long term. This YouTube channel, you can go and subscribe to our channel, that is your Affairscloud, that will help you for your revision purpose also. Apart from this, we cover the state current affairs also. Here you can see the current affairs and all these content that we provide you that are bilingual. That means we provide you in English as well as both in Hindi also. Alright, so all the students who are from the Hindi language will also be benefited through our course. Also friends, you can purchase our course for 2 years. Alright, also for 1 year. If the students have exam or they are planning for the long term and they want to study for 2 years and they are expecting to give exam after 1 year, then they can opt for 2 years. As well as if the student is planning to give exam next year, then they can go for the 1 year course also. So these are the two types of courses that are available by us. In the end friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.
Hello friends, how are you all? I hope you are all good. In this video, we will be discussing important current affairs of 2nd of July. The session will be very important and I hope to all of the friends watching our video, you are in a habit of making notes. And to all the friends who are watching our video for the first time, I'll suggest you to make a habit of making notes in the one-liner format. That will fetch you a good habit in the long term for the preparation of government exams. You can follow me on Instagram. My Insta handle is provided here. And on this Insta handle, you can ask me questions and your queries related to the government exams preparation. Before moving on to the important news of 2nd of July, friends, we'll be discussing some important current affairs. These are also the recent current affairs only. Alright. So, who has sworn in as the new Chief Minister of Maharashtra? We are talking about the new Chief Minister of Maharashtra. Tell me, who is he? Who was the earlier or former Chief Minister of Maharashtra? Uddhav Thackeray was the former Chief Minister of Maharashtra, and now who has been appointed as the new Chief Minister of Maharashtra? He is Eknath Shinde. Eknath Shinde, or you can say Shiv Sena rebel leader Eknath Shinde, has been sworn in as the Maharashtra's new Chief Minister, while BJP leader Devendra Fadnavis has sworn in as the Deputy Chief Minister. Devendra Fadnavis, he is the Deputy Chief Minister, and Eknath Shinde has been appointed as the new Chief Minister of Maharashtra. Highly important. Alright, apart from this, remember this preceded by the resignation of the former Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray amidst the internal party rebellion that is going on recently. Next question. PSLV Orbital Experimental Module, that is POEM, for PSLV, O for Orbital, E for Experimental, and M for Module. So remember this poem. It is associated with which organization? Tell me. PSLV Orbital Experimental Module, it is related to ISRO. We will be discussing about it today, don't worry. Then if we talk about NASA, you have to remember there are multiple missions of NASA that you have to remember, such as Capstone. We did it yesterday. James Webb Space Telescope. Then they are planning to send a mission to Venus by the year 2029, and India is planning to send it to by December 2024. Alright, so these are some current affairs that you need to remember. So the correct option here becomes option B. Moving on to the next one, which is the only institution in India to issue electoral bonds. So the only institution in India that issues electoral bonds is your SBI. Alright, so remember the government has approved the issuance of 21st phase of sale of electoral bonds through authorized SBI branches from 1st of July. SBI is the only authorized institution to issue and encash electoral bonds through its 29 authorized branches. The electoral bonds are interest-free bearer instruments which can be encashed by the party through a bank account within 15 days. So the correct option here becomes option B, SBI. Next, the Union Cabinet approved the categorization of which institution as an international organization in July 2022. I repeat, Union Cabinet approved the categorization of which institution as an international organization in July 2022. It is your Coalition for Disaster Resilient Infrastructure. Union Cabinet approved the categorization of this CDRI. I repeat, the Union Cabinet approved the categorization of this CDRI as an international organization. Now it is an international organization. Also, the Cabinet approved the signing of the headquarter agreement with CDRI for the grant of exemptions and privileges under the Section 3 of the United Nations Act of 1947. So coming back, the Union Cabinet approved the categorization of CDRI as an international organization in July 2022. So remember, this is CDRI and its full form is Coalition for Disaster Resilient Infrastructure. Next, which Indian organization carried out the maiden flight test of autonomous flying wing technology demonstrator? I repeat, Indian organization carried out the maiden flight test of autonomous flying wing technology demonstration is your DRDO. Alright, it carried out the maiden test of the autonomous flying wing technology that was demonstrated in which location? Also you have to remember it was in Karnataka. Alright, the test was carried out from the aeronautical test range in Karnataka and is being seen as an important milestone towards developing unmanned aircraft technology in India. So the correct option here is option A. So friends, let's start with the news part. The first news that we will be talking about is a report that was released by Niti Aayog as well as World Food Program. So remember these two organizations, that Niti Aayog along with World Food Program has released a report that was Take Home Ration. Alright, this report, that is Take Home Ration, Good Practices Across the State and Union Territories. This was the name of the report that you have to remember. Alright, this report was released by Suman K. Berry, who is the Vice Chairperson of Niti Aayog. Also remember, Suman K. Berry I have given you this homework also, that who has been appointed as the new vice chairperson of Niti Aayog. So Suman K. Berry was the new vice chairperson of Niti Aayog. Also, this report was released by them. Also, remember, if we talk about this report, it highlights a collection of good and innovative practices that were used by states and union territories to implement take-home ration value chain. Apart from this, Government of India has also launched NNM, that is your National Nutrition Mission. This is also known as Prime Minister's overachieving scheme for the holistic nourishment. And how this scheme turns out, it was Poshan Abhiyan. Alright, what is the full form of Poshan Abhiyan? It is Prime Minister overarching scheme for holistic nourishment, that is Poshan Abhiyan. Alright, and what was this? It was the main aim of the objective of this particular Poshan Abhiyan was to reduce undernutrition or to reduce malnutrition by 2% annually. Alright, so coming back, take home action, good practices across the states and union territory. This report was released by Niti Aayog along with World Food Program. Next we are talking about small interest rates on saving and accounts has been unchanged by the government for the quarter 2 of the fiscal year 2023, that is from 2022 to 2023. I repeat, that is, the government keeps the interest rate on the small saving accounts or small saving schemes to be the same, that is unchanged for the second quarter of the fiscal year 2022 to 2023. Here you can see, in spite of the high inflation, we are seeing high inflation not just in India, all around the world. And you can see in Sri Lanka now we are seeing hyperinflation, and even in Pakistan we are seeing that the prices and the commodities prices are rising day by day. So in spite of the high inflation and rising interest rates, the government of India decided to retain the same interest rates on small savings schemes like the Public Provident Fund National Savings Certificate for the second quarter, that is from 1st of July to September 30th of the fiscal year. Alright, this is the second quarter we are talking about, that is the small saving schemes or the interest rates on those small saving schemes have been unchanged. Alright, also remember, if we are talking about the second quarter, the annual interest rate for the PPF and NSC scheme will remain same at 7.1%, that is for PPF, and for NSC that is your 6.8%. Alright, moving on. Next news we are talking about Renew Energy. This Renew has partnered with UNEP, that is your United Nations Environment Program, and SEWA. What is this? SEWA stands for, it is Self-Employed Women's Association. So remember, this Renew Power Limited, this company has partnered with, first is your United Nations Environment Program and second is Self-Employed Women's Association of India. Alright, they together are planning to train around 1000 women for salt pan workers. As you can see, in order to collect and make salt, 1000 women will be trained by these organizations, and they are, you have to remember, Renew, and they have partnered with UNEP and SEWA. The aim is to train 1000 low-income women salt pan workers to work in the renewable industry. The project will kick off in Gujarat to address the multiple sustainable development goals, including no poverty, gender equality, affordable and clean energy, alright, economic growth and climate action. All these will be taken care under this program. So remember which organizations we are talking about. Renew Power Limited has partnered with whom? They have partnered with UNEP and SEWA. UNEP is your United Nations Environment Program. Headquarter of this is in Nairobi, Kenya. And if we are talking about SEWA, it is Self-Employed Women's Association of India, and they have started this initiative that is a one of its kind transformative initiative, that is Project Surya. That is Project Surya. This is the name of the project under which 1000 low-income women will be trained in order to work in the renewable energy sector, or you can say directly they will be working in the salt industry where they will be generating salt, as you can see here in the project. So the project is Project Surya, Renew Power tied up with UNEP and SEWA. Next we will be talking about Telangana's Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao has opened the world's biggest innovation campus, that is T-Hub 2.0. As you can see here in the picture, this is the world's biggest innovation campus that has been opened, and it was named as T Hub, here T stands for technology. All right, the world's largest innovation campus, it was set up in Telangana, and in Telangana too it was in Hyderabad. The capital of Telangana, that is Hyderabad. It was launched in the year 2015 to promote the entrepreneurship and innovation. In 2021, the startup ecosystem was this whole project was valued at around $4.8 billion. It has attached over 2,000 entrepreneurs and raised over $1.9 billion in funding by T-Hub startups. The startup has also built space of 5.82 lakh square meters. There are square feet. That means these here they will be offering office spaces for various startups, and here multiple startups will be coming up and being work on it. So these are the things that you have to remember here. So coming back, this T Hub 2.0, that is your Technology Hub 2.0, has been opened where it was opened in Hyderabad, that is the capital of Telangana, and this is the world's biggest innovation campus. This T Hub will further empower the startup ecosystem and support the entrepreneurs in their growth by providing them with the access to 6 M's. These 6 M's you have to remember. They are mentor, market, motivation, manpower, money, and methodologies. Alright, these you have to remember. They are highly important. So moving on, who is the Chief Minister of Telangana? K. Chandrasekhar Rao. They started what? T-Hub 2.0. That is the world's largest innovation campus in Hyderabad. That is the capital of Telangana. Next we will be talking about Steel Ministry. Recently, Steel Ministry has joined the Prime Minister Gati Shakti portal to bridge infrastructure connectivity gaps. In order to bring those two closer, this Steel Ministry has joined hand with PM Gati Shakti portal to bridge the infrastructure connectivity gap. The Ministry of Steel has joined with whom? They joined with Prime Minister Gati Shakti portal and uploaded the geolocations of the projects with an aim of identify and bridging missing infrastructure connectivity gaps. This Ministry of Steel be onboarded itself on the PM Gati Shakti portal, that is the National Master Plan portal, with the assistance of Bhaskaracharya National Institute for Space Applications and Geoinformatics. Alright, then if we talk about it, this BISAGN, that is BISAGN, has created an application through which the Ministry of Steel is planning to upload the geolocation of more than 2,000 steel plants or steel units functioning in that country, so that a connection can be made, and you can say they have joined, and it has the name as it is suggests that it will reduce the connectivity gap. If people will be having the idea of the locations of multiple factories, multiple units, multiple buildings, then they will be able to easily connect to them without any problem. All right, moving on. If we talk about, yes, Gati Shakti portal, remember this is a national master plan for infrastructure development that was launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in October in 2021. The main objective of this program is to bring different ministries together and integrated planning and coordinated implementation of the infrastructure connectivity projects, or you can say in order to make the logistics easy and in order to reduce the time between the connectivity of these projects, this PM Gati Shakti portal was launched. Next we are talking about QS. What is this QS? QS stands for Quackrelli-Simons, and if we are talking about Quackrelli-Simons, then we will be talking about the ranking of various universities. So QS has ranked the best student cities ranking 2023 was released. In this, London ranked the best city for students, whereas Mumbai has topped in India. I repeat, if we are talking about the Quackrelli-Simons, they have launched a ranking that stated which is the best city for the students to be living in the year 2023. So according to the QS, that is your Quackrelli-Simons ranking, London has been ranked on the top for the best cities for the students to live. And if we are talking about Mumbai was ranked as 103 in the overall ranking and has emerged as India's highest ranked student city. That means if we are talking about India, Mumbai was ranked on the first position, and globally if we are talking about, Mumbai was ranked 113 and London was ranked first in this particular city. If we are talking about various other cities, then remember Bangalore was at 114, Chennai 125, and New Delhi was at 129th position. Also here you can see it is released by global higher education consultancy, that is Quackrelli-Simons, and these are the only institution that release the Quackrelli-Simons World University ranking. Here you can see the top 5 cities. First London, second Munich, third Seoul. This is third Seoul, fourth Zurich, and fifth is your Melbourne. So these are the cities that is the best for the students for the year 2023. Next we are talking about Axis Bank. Axis Bank has recently partnered with Easy Diner to launch premium dining experience program. Just remember it directly that Axis Bank has partnered with which organization to launch a premium dining experience program. It was your Axis Bank that has tied up with Easy Diner. Alright, Axis Bank has tied up with Easy Diner. This program will offer benefits such as option to choose from over 10,000 premium restaurants across the India and Dubai, instant confirmation on the table reservations, and exclusive offers on the dining reservations made through the Easy Diner application. Next we are talking about Eknath Shinde has been appointed as the new Chief Minister of Maharashtra. We just saw, and who has been appointed as the Deputy Chief Minister? He is Devendra Fadnavis has been appointed as the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra. Next is also an important news. Pinterest CEO Ben Silbermann has stepped down, and Google executive Bill Reddy is ready to take over to the post of the CEO of Pinterest. So indirectly the question can be asked that who will be the new CEO of Pinterest? He will be Bill Reddy. I repeat, Pinterest Incorporation announced that the Chief Executive Officer Ben Silbermann will step down from his position and will be replaced by whom? Bill Reddy, who is the Google executive. Silbermann has served as the CEO for 12 years, which began when he co-founded the company in 2010. Alright, and he will be now replacing whom? He will be replaced by whom? Bill Reddy, who is a Google executive. Next we are talking about a fan code onboards Ravi Shastri as their brand ambassador. So Ravi Shastri has been appointed as the brand ambassador of which company? Of Fancode. And who is Ravi Shastri? He was a former Indian cricketer and now he is the former Team India's coach also. Alright, former Indian cricket team's coach, and as a cricketer also, former Indian cricketer Ravi Shastri has been appointed as the new brand ambassador of Fancode. Fancode is a live content, sports statistics and e-commerce marketplace. Rashtriya will be upcoming campaigns for India's tour of West Indies and ECB's the 100 ball cricket tournament involving 8 men and 8 women's team located in the major cities across England and Wales. So coming back, direct remember, Ravi Shastri is related to brand ambassador of which company? Of Fancode. Next, Pokerbazi. Pokerbazi has now appointed Shahid Kapoor as their brand ambassador. So coming back, if we are talking about Fancode, Ravi Shastri is the brand ambassador, and if we are talking about Pokerbazi, who is the brand ambassador? Shahid Kapoor has been appointed as the brand ambassador. Next we are talking about ISRO. ISRO has successfully launched PSLV C-53 rocket carrying 3 Singaporean satellites. I repeat, ISRO has successfully launched PSLV C-53 rocket carrying 3 Singaporean satellites from the Satish Dhawan Space Center at Sriharikota. I repeat, 2 to 3 things that in MCQ also we discovered this. So if question asked to you that how many satellites were carried by PSLV C-53 rocket into the space by ISRO, so 3 Singaporean satellites. Another way it will be asking that the 3 satellites of which country were carried by ISRO into space. It was Singaporean satellites. Then the rocket that was used is PSLV C-53 and the space organization is ISRO, and the location from which it was launched is your Satish Dhawan Space Center at Sriharikota. Alright, so these are the things that you have to remember. 3 Singaporean satellites. First thing. Second, ISRO launched it. Third, it was your PSLV C-53 rocket that launched it. And fourth thing, that it was your location was Satish Dhawan Space Center from which this particular 3 satellites were launched into space. Next we will be talking about Leonardo Del Vecchio. Leonardo Del Vecchio, he was a billionaire and he was the owner of the Ray-Ban company, a famous company that is related to your goggles, alright, or specs. These are very famous brand, Ray-Ban. So remember, the owner of the Ray-Ban company, he was a billionaire and he recently passed away, Leonardo Del Vecchio. Alright, he was born in the year 1935 in Milan, Italy. Next, we'll be talking about National Doctors Day. On 1st of July, we observe National Doctors Day. Important day, do remember about it. Next, then you have to remember also regarding this National Doctors Day. This day marks both the birth and death anniversary of Dr. Bhidan Chandra Roy. Dr. B.C. Roy, that is your Dr. Bhidan Chandra Roy. In order to mark his birth as well as death anniversary, he was a Bharat Ratna also awardee also. In his memory, we observe National Doctors Day on 1st of July. Next is your GST Day, Goods and Service Tax Day. That is also observed on 1st of July. So you have to remember this also. Also remember, this is the 5th anniversary of Goods and Service Tax Day. That was GST was launched in which year? It was launched in the year 2017. That is on 1st of July 2017. Goods and Service Tax was launched. Next we will be talking about Nari Ko Naman. Recently, a scheme for women to get 50 PC concession on the bus fare was launched by the Himachal Pradesh Chief Minister Jairam Thakur, and it is Nari Ko Naman. I repeat, Nari Ko Naman, to provide 50%. This is PC is 50% concession on the fares in the Himachal Pradesh Road Transport Corporation. That is your HRTC. Himachal Road Transport Corporation. So if any women traveling in the buses, they will be getting 50% concession on the fare of the ticket price that they are issuing. So this Nari Ko Naman scheme is related to which state? It is related to Himachal Pradesh. Also remember, there is a dance of Himachal Pradesh by the name Nati that you have to remember. Alright, moving on. Here you can see Nari Ko Naman, launched by Jairam Thakur, who is the Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh. What is it? It is to provide 50% concession on the fares on Himachal Road Transport Corporation buses to women commuters within the state boundaries. That means if you are just traveling in the state within the state, then the women will be provided with 50% commission or. So friends, that's all for the day. That was the news part. Now we'll be discussing the one-liner format current affairs. First is cabinet approvals on 29 June, so you can go and study it. Second is your take-home ration, good practices across the states and union territories. This report was released by Niti Aayog along with World Food Program. Then Government of India has retained the same interest rates on small savings schemes for the second quarter of fiscal year 23. Renew Power has partnered with UNEP, that is your United Nations Environment Program, and Seva workers, and they have launched a project Surya that will be providing training to 1,000 women salt pan workers. Alright, and this was your project Surya that you have to remember. UNEP, Seva and Renew Power has tied up. Then Telangana's Chief Minister has opened the world's biggest innovation campus, that is T-Hub or Technology Hub. Where was it opened? It was opened in Hyderabad. Next, Steel Ministry has joined PM Gati Shakti portal to bridge the infrastructure connectivity gap. QS ranking, that is your Quacquarelli Simons Best Student Societies ranking. This was topped by London on the first position. And in India, if we talk about, Mumbai was on the top. Then bank deposits growth moderates to 10% year on year March 2022 as per the report released by RBI. Then Axis Bank has partnered with Easy Diner to launch the Premium Dining Experience program. Eknath Shinde has sworn in as the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Devendra Fadnavis as the Chief Minister of Maharashtra. Deputy Chief Minister. Alright, if we are talking about the Chief Minister, Eknath Shinde, and Deputy Chief Minister, Devendra Fadnavis. Next is Pinterest CEO Ben Silberman has been stepped down, or he is now retiring, and his position will be taken by Bill Reddy, who is the executive of Google. Fancode onboards Ravi Shastri as their brand ambassador, and if we are talking about Pokerbazi, Shahid Kapoor has been appointed as the brand ambassador. Then CCI has approved the agreement between Google International LLC and Bharti Airtel Limited. ISRO has successfully launched PSLV C-53 rocket carrying 3 Singaporean satellites, and it was launched from Satish Dhawan Space Center. Leonardo Del Vecchio, the billionaire Ray-Ban owner, has recently passed away. 1st of July is observed as National Doctors Day, and on 1st of July only we observe GST, that is your Goods and Service Tax Day, and National Chartered Accountants Day is also observed on 1st of July. If we talk about Goods and Service Tax, it was launched in the year 2017, and this is the 5th anniversary of Goods and Service Tax Day. Himachal CM has launched Nari Ko Naman scheme. This will be providing 50% concession on the bus fare to the women if they are traveling within the state boundary. So friends, these were the one-liner sessions. Now friends, it's time for your homework. First question. Capstone was seen in the news recently, which is satellite launched by which space agency? Second question. PSLV C-53 mission of ISRO launched the satellites of which country and how many satellites were launched? Third question. What is the budget outlay of computerization of primary agriculture credit societies, that is your PACS? Fourth question. Which is the venue of the 11th World Urban Forum that was held in the year 2022? Fifth question. 2022 Resilient Democracy Statement is associated with which global association? This is your 5 questions that are your homework. I want you all to comment below the answer of each and every one of the questions. So friends, that's all for the day. I hope you have enjoyed our session, and if you want us to continue with such sessions, all you have to do is comment below. As you know, the value of your comment is very high, and I will request you all to do the comment of answer of these 5 questions, as well as let us know that what are your views on such types of sessions. So that's all for the day friends. Thank you and have a nice day.
That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at Affairscloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the of courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is affairscloud_official. In the end friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.